Man, just do the I told you to do. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over for the pizza. And don't forget about the list. Make sure that kid is fucking fine.
I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx. I know that's a fact.
Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him.
Diddy tried to take Jamie Foxx's life. Diddy poses a risk to anyone seeking to speak out. Jamie can be the victim of witness manipulation. Let's investigate.
Next doctor said, something going on up there. I won't say it on camera, I won't say it.
Hollywood was stunned by Jamie Foxx's sudden illness. Jamie seemed to be in good shape during Atlanta filming. Then he was sent to the hospital for an unidentified medical issue out of the blue. The specifics of his illness are yet unknown, which leaves the public and media perplexed.
Jamie, he got sick, almost died. I'll be sure he got sick, almost died. Kim, pneumonia, she got sick. So Heavy D, sick. Justin Bieber, half of his is dropped off. He survived.
This sudden change of circumstances has spurred great conjecture that Jamie's sickness was not only a medical one, but also a planned attempt to quiet him. Was Jamie Foxx about to expose Diddy, his secret expose?
I thought they were always friends. I thought they had like a history of friendship.
They did.
He always would go to Puff's parties and all
They
that.
did. They had a bromance, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Focused towards Sean Diddy Combs, sources said Jamie was working on a major project that may have revealed the sinister secrets of Hollywood.
Things that you didn't include in why did you keep that out?
Correct, because I can't reveal everything at once. It's too shocking. And when, okay?
So you didn't, these are other things that you didn't include and why did you keep that out?
Correct, because I can't reveal everything at once.
Jamie's movie supposedly explored Diddy's infamous parties, private meetings among the top of the entertainment business, allegedly including wild behaviors, some usage, and compromising circumstances with regard to their reputation.
And I've been saying it for years. And you see in the indictment that they had the blonde hair vampire workers in there. In the indictment, they got this man on camera assaulting a male worker on camera, man. I told y'all, I'm telling facts.
Dubbed freak-off tapes, these purportedly hidden and maybe damning videos of celebrities are supposed to include troubling material.
We just better hope on, for his sake, that that's just a bunch of bull. But then there's lawyers out there saying, yeah, the tape does exist. Lawyers got on television to say the tapes exist.
Jamie's project allegedly included interviews with insiders prepared to expose the reality behind Diddy's secret world. Jamie has quietly referenced to Diddy's parties in his stand-up performances for years, characterizing them as lighthearted banter. But Jamie says took on a more serious note when Diddy lately found legal hot water. Earlier thought of as lighthearted entertainment, what had earlier appeared like innocent comedy started to be perceived as quiet signals of a hidden reality many in Hollywood were reluctant to face. This change in view caused one to wonder if Jamie knew more than he revealed.
I would follow him, and I would actually follow him with a camera, because at that time Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You know, you couldn't even get in his parties. So the way I would get in his parties, I show up with a camera.
Was Jamie Foxx working along with the FBI? The idea that Jamie Foxx could have been working with federal officials under a more general inquiry into Diddy's claimed criminal activity adds to the mystery. According to this view, allegedly Jamie's project was an undercover mission to compile evidence against influential people in the entertainment business that's having negative impact on the world. If such is the case, his surprise sickness could have been a deliberate attack meant to undermine his role and stop the publication of important video. Whispers imply that Jamie's withdrawal from public view was maybe for protection under federal monitoring rather than only medical ones.
Caught Jamie filming, allegedly, or whatever. They told Jamie to chill. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and his security beat Jamie. And that's why Jamie was in the hospital.
Should Jamie be collaborating with authorities, he might be a crucial witness for an inquiry spanning well beyond the flashy front of Hollywood. Strategic silence or witnesses protection? Having gone quiet about Diddy and his infamous parties as part of a cover-up, some assume Jamie Foxx is now under witness protection. His abrupt withdrawal from the limelight and then a wary comeback point to maybe federal protection for him to guard against any retaliation.
It's too shocking. If I was to release those tapes, the world would shut down, okay? If If I showed one of these tapes, I'm telling you right now, the whole music industry and Hollywood, it would just grind down like this. They're all gonna start pointing at each other like this, and it's gonna be bad.
This begs problems regarding the type of proof Jamie could have. Jamie allegedly possesses video that may expose compulsion, deception, and maybe illegal activity inside Diddy's inner circle. Footage including some of Hollywood's most famous personalities. An apparent trend of unusual events linked to Diddy. Jamie Foxx's circumstances seem to fit a greater trend of unexplained vanished goods and accidents linked to Diddy's life. These incidents provide an ominous image of a shadow operatively running network of power.
Where they saying that they gave him some type of pill or something that knocked him out. But it all was alleged connected back to Diddy.
Passing of Andre Harrell. 2020, heart problems claimed the life of former mentor Harrell, founder of Uptown Records. Although his death was determined to be natural, others speculate that he knew too much about Diddy's activities, therefore raising questions about possible foul play. Death Row Records, Diddy is only one of the many still left standing. Is this by fate?
Everybody who's supposed to be his friend, they not speaking up. For one, they scared what they're gonna lose. And they gonna look like they're affiliated. It's too late, man. The world already judging y'all. But the reason they don't want Puffy out is because they happy he locked up. The powers that be, the people behind the scenes, the people he's scared, the white folk, they're happy he's locked up. They scared of the man.
2018 passing of Kim Porter. Although Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-partner, passed away from pneumonia, many believe foul play was involved. Porter allegedly knew specific information about Diddy's business and personal life, which led some to speculate she was silenced to guard Diddy's secrets. The exit of Loon from music, 2011. Once a well-known performer under Bad Boy Records, Loon turned away from the business after doing time. Allegations point to Diddy's dominance and Loon's possible knowledge of more sinister secrets influencing his leaving. East Coast to West Coast feud. Diddy has long been linked to the unsolved deaths of Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G. Rumors of his participation still abound. Although the crimes were clear-cut, the nature of claimed hits nowadays has evolved to focus more on psychological pressure or unexpected diseases to quiet any threats. Diddy's legal take on right now is the code of silence. Although Diddy's continuous legal problems have gotten more severe, leading to his refusal of bail out of concern of witness intimidation.
They didn't arrest him until he brought his private jet to New York, because part of the agreement was, long as his private jet was not in the same city and state as him, he could stay on the street. He brought that private jet to New York. They see him out there taking pictures with little females on the street. This guy had a sucker in his mouth, man, in front of some young females. They came and got him. What's going on? Like, what's that about?
Diddy's past of claimed coercion, according to prosecutors, might compromise anybody ready to testify against him. Many witnesses apparently fear speaking out, therefore supporting a long-standing code of silence that has ruled Hollywood for years. This culture of silence makes it almost hard for even law enforcement to expose the whole truth behind the most elusive figures in the business. Stories from Diddy's private security, Deal and Big Homie CC, Gene speak out. Former Diddy bodyguards Gene Deal and Big Homie CC's statements lends even more weight to the debate. Deal with Gene's. Gene claims that intimidation and control were accepted and reveals an array of events at Diddy's parties. He said that those who came too near the truth were often targeted, which encouraged rumors that Jamie Foxx's unexpected sickness could have been an attempt to stop him before he could share devastating facts.
Let me put that, and I'm not gonna say alleged because I saw that for my own self. My man was with me, Slick was with me, and we saw that for our own self. You understand what I'm saying? So these are behaviors and things that with drugs and all the stuff that's going on, pills, drinking, it can make this man into a monster, and that's what it did, bro.
Big friend CC, alleging that Diddy would have visitors take unidentified substances, usually under the pretense getting the party started, CC has made even more troubling allegations. Once under the influence, visitors allegedly felt under pressure to do things and were discreetly filmed doing incriminating activities.
Being in that environment like that.
How many people were at this event?
Like hundreds. Even when it was a certain amount outside, but in the house was really crowded. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that, like, it was more people in the house.
And you walked around?
Yeah, I walked around for about 5 minutes. I seen what I need to see. And I was like, no ma'am, no sir.
CC claims that these strategies were applied to keep allegiance and control. Having attended Diddy's events over the years, he thinks Jamie Foxx most certainly seen such harsh actions himself.
He would invite over a lot of, like, Hollywood's elite to his house for a basketball game, but it was men only. And they would be like, oh, we're just gonna get play basketball, play basketball together, which is weird. And this happened in the 90s.
Jamie's film project might help to explain why he suddenly started to be targeted if it was indeed focused on revealing these frightening truths. Which stars might be involved in the freak-off tapes? Should the supposed freak-off tapes be real, which seems to be true?
Tape that's being shot. There's some other tapes out there, other people too with him, and him doing some things with some other people. So it's quite a few tapes that might be out there, what they're hearing. I don't want to see the tapes, but I want to know if they really true.
The Department of Justice mentioned them in a press conference about Diddy's actions. Some of Hollywood's most well-known celebrities may be in these tapes. Names that are brought up a big list. Let's go over some of them.
At first, I used to think P. Diddy was like, so he always talk about team love and all of this stuff. Like he all about himself. And I know because I've dealt with men.
Often spotted at Diddy's events, Kevin Hart regularly shares tales of crazy escapades. Close friend of Diddy, Kanye West is well known for showing up to special occasions. Jay-Z, longtime Diddy business partner and friend, said to have attended private events. Unknown if appeared in freak-off. Drake, frequent at Diddy's high-profile events, he usually mingles with the elite. Another regular visitor, usually spotted at Diddy's private gatherings, is Rick Ross. Lil' Kim, deeply connected to Diddy's group, she has attended several of his infamous events. Often seen at his events during their decade-long relationship, Cassie Ventura is Diddy's ex-partner.
Who was obsessed with who? Pac had Sarah before Puff. Allegedly, he had Sally before Puff. And Kim had an obsession or liked Pac so much, she on the red carpet with Tupac's shirt on.
Often spotted at private gatherings, French Montana is a personal friend and artist for Diddy. Usher, early in his career, spent time with Diddy, may be involved in problematic events. Often seen at Diddy's events, Chris Brown is well known for his relationships to the hip-hop elite, Justin Bieber. During his adolescent years, he attended various celebrity events, some of which Diddy hosted. And guess what? That's just the beginning of the A-list celebrities that attended. Jamie Foxx returns but says nothing regarding his sickness or the status of his project.
Allegedly claimed Fox stated during the tapings that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and Jamie is the one who called the FBI on Diddy.
Whether his quiet results from strategic caution, government protection, or fear, it begs more questions than it answers. Was Jamie actually sick, or was his sudden sickness a warning to keep him silent? Jamie became a target because these tapes purportedly expose a side of Hollywood buried from public view, one full of pressure, fraud, and dark secrets, which would help to explain why.
I wouldn't say his get back, but for his protection, Jamie was scared, right? He disappeared, right? He out now as soon as Puff went to jail, right? We see him at the game with Jerry Jones, right? Before, nobody seen Jamie. We just had these mysterious sightings of him on the boat, and then they had the fake Jamie out here, right? Then we haven't seen him. As soon as Puff went to jail, he was at his basketball game.
Jamie Foxx's enigmatic disappearance lends a terrifying element to this complex narrative as additional information regarding Diddy's allegedly participation in criminal acts surfaces. Will the truth eventually surface as the legal case against Diddy develops, or will it stay buried in the shadow of power, deception, and fear? Stay tuned as this developing story keeps breaking the boundaries between celebrity, risk, and deception.